Welcome to the heartbeat of the nation. I am your host, Upol Nugu, General, Kapatia, the two-striped man with the medal on top, Vorna. Welcome wherever you are. Today we have very terrible news, and we also have hilarious news, and we also have historical news. So firstly, we will start off with a very disturbing news about our former minister, member of parliament, Naledi Pandor, whose house was robbed by this unknown gunman who walked into her house, decided to rob them. And this is very disturbing as a citizen of South Africa, as somebody who's just an individual who's sitting somewhere in his corner of his house, and such ordeal happen in our country. And this reminds us of the security concern about many of us that have, and the criminality that happens and that unfolds in our country. And not being biased as well, I'd like to just allude about certain things about this alarming thing that we find ourselves in a space where we are asking what really happened within this particular space, and we are trying to I'm trying to understand really what happened even on Friday, that even these guys who have decided to go, we are going in, we are going to rob a former member of parliament, a cadre, an exilist, somebody who fought for this country, somebody who dedicated his life, like all of his life, fighting for the liberation of our people. And this happens to her in a comfort of her family, in a comfort of her house, and it alarms, of the state of public safety and security. Because if she doesn't have security that she has, what about me? And we hope justice will be served and her privacy is restored. It is a tough situation, but we are glad she's also safe, because now what has happened and what she has experienced in this distressed incident, we are hopefully the individuals who did this, the perpetrators, would be found, brought to justice, and brought to books. And like I said, not to be biased, how do you not know such a person? How do you not know such a very important person in our society? And you decide to go into her house and don't recognize her, don't recognize the house. Excuse me. It's quite alarming that you would find somebody who wouldn't know who she is, what she represents, as a person and as a human being, and in the society she is at. And you decide to do what you do. It was also the last previous episode. I remember it was a Pala incident when I also alluded this thing to go, how do you not know that this is a very important member of the society? And this is a very important member of a particular nation or a particular people. It's even worse. She's so important in this organization that I, I really am perplexed about this particular incident that took place. And I hope the police will get on top of the matter, and we as the citizen will understand what really happened and what really transpired, because it is a very concerning situation that happened, and it is a very alarming situation at this particular point in time. As normal citizens, we are really scared of our lives. If somebody like that, who is a very important elder of our community and who has decided to sit home and enjoy her retirement after working so hard, dedicating her life to the struggle. And this is how we repay her, and this is what we do to her. I don't believe it's us. Meaning us, I'm not quite sure now if I'm being problematic if I go us and the other people who wouldn't understand the important role that she played or wouldn't carve when they come across her. I think we have to question it very, very deeply and not look at it at the surface to say who really did this and why did they do it and look at the very, very genealogy of understanding what transpired, because if we don't, we might lose, you know, the focus of really what is this thing going on. And like, because now our minister of international relations used to former, and if she is now a minister of international relation, abafethu abafethu if it's if it's hey, I mean kancane. How do you rob a minister and like, or how do you rob a former minister, or is it yeah vele vele, because it's also a game and it's also power shift and whatnot. We will also look at internal squabbles and internal struggles. Possibly, whatever internally is happening within the ruling party, we wouldn't understand now. I'm not saying anything, I am just looking at possibilities of what if within the surrounding within, because it's a political game as well. So I wouldn't know what we are glad of. She is safe. Possibly she's gonna get through it. We hope with her family she's gonna be okay and they will find therapy and they will heal from this trauma, because it is a traumatic moment. You could understand where she's at as well as a person. And vele, I would now use such word Guti. After all I've done for this country, after all I've done for everybody, this is how I'm getting repaid. Now I'm gonna use that kahle kahle vele vele kahle kahle kushubile kahle kahle with the old lady. Sisekakeni kahle kahle. We must just make sure we get on top of the matter. My old lady gets served. We also get served. Justice must be served. And they must be brought to books, these people, soon as possible, so that we understand that asibi paranoid ukuthi bafethu ngathi manje in this country, when all of this thing is happening and now this transpire, what actually means. And is it vele the intelligence that is already in our country, or vele vele tina our conspiracy theories are coming about? We wouldn't know, but we are just saying, just be on the lookout, just in J have a heart for us to understand and like what transpired. And please give us a report. And the police must come out with a clear report. Because now when we wouldn't understand where they are at this particular moment in time. But we want people who did this to be brought into books. We want justice to be served, because at this particular moment in time, everybody is panicking. Everybody has a panic button now. You can't be telling me such a person can be robbed, and me, mina bangiqeda mos mina bazodila nami nje abazoceda ngama ayikho indaba yami. Sharp ke. Moving on. Orlando Pirates funny win, and like yesterday what happened was that Orlando Pirates were crowned the Premier Soccer League champions of South Africa after 14 years. Now, the two goals. I love soccer. I'm a member of Orlando Pirates. Yes, you know, I'm fully 100% behind the team, and I favored it since I was young. And I remember very well one of my childhood friends, Uvilagazi, played professionally for the team. So the love was like now, it even blew now, it grew now. And I knew who I was supporting, and somebody which I was supporting was Vele was star, and he was yes doing what he was doing, the little Napoleon. So when this now incident, I'm gonna call it an incident as well, it really made me question. And half of the time, we are also speaking about certain sports that are made to be able to control a particular mindset and emotions of a particular a society. You must also understand when you are a part or when you are a member or when you are a fan of a football club, firstly, psychologically, you are belonging into a community. Secondly, you have a sense of communion. You have a sense of value belonging, and you are in a space now in which you are going, they are in a journey with me, and I understand, they understand. So it becomes an emotional sharing space in which it dissects an understanding of this roller coaster of you feel my pain, you know my pain. So when we are found together or being labeled as a group, as a community, as a people with common goals and common vision, we become one because our culture, it becomes inclined with one. So going back to the game yesterday, the first goal, you must go look at that first goal. It's a corner kick. The goalkeeper, I don't know how that guy did it. And like, he's supposed to punch the ball this way. He punches the ball inside the net. 1-0. Own goal. Fine. Second goal. A Pirates player clears the ball. It arrives at the center line. I don't know if it's Dalente or it is number 30. I don't know who's number 30. Number 30. Well, number 30 because I know number 9 Umbati. So number 30, I will. So number 30 chases the ball with this defender, and the Orbit College goalkeeper is already out of the line. This guy kicks the ball because he's running facing his goalpost. He kicks the ball enters the back of his net. 2-0. Pirates celebrates the league. Hooray, hooray. After that, the press conference, the coach comes and says, it is a very difficult year for him as he has taken over this particular team, because we all know Pirates is a big team. You need strength. You need all the energy you can get for you to be able to help particular team, to help such a particular team to reach its potential. Because obviously such Pirates, it's higher potential. It's not just potential. These people are reaching higher potential. So now he tells us that he's tired. It's been a long year, the pressure. And to lead such a team, you need all of what I've mentioned. And he was deciding to think about it in terms of continuing to coach Orlando Pirates or whatnot. Mina, I am also having that conspiracy theory to say he was also not happy about Vele how he won the thing. So he's like, okay, Vele, there's nothing I can do. I'm leaving, because he also says, I'm a passionate person. I love what I do. And he sounds like an honest person. So the switch gears of this football, or what funny matches did, or what Pirates did, or what not, or this, I'm not quite sure, because he just dropped a bomb that conspiracy theories like us are like, hey, what's going on here? If this guy is telling us something like this, so what must we think? And like, okay, sharp, we need to understand now. Get on top of the matter. Is he going to coach Orlando Pirates for the next season, or the guy is benching out? And if the guy is benching out, I tell you now, Rivero is coming back. There's no one else who's coming back to Pirates if this is okay. We must follow, keep our finger on the pulse. Aha! when this thing happens, we will say we've spoke about it. We have said something about it. Because you must remember, Rivera is back somewhere as a free agent. He doesn't have a club at this current moment. And the coach, Ouaddou, has just hinted that his strength is not what he is thinking is his strength to be able to continue with its intense team and winning the triplets as he has won the triple. You know, we must get the shirt because he won triple. So when you won triple, we get the shirt. Every time you win the league, we get the shirt. That's the tradition. That's the culture. I don't know who started it. Nami, I just joined it because I know you have to wait for a certain period for you to get that shirt. So I know we are getting the shirt because Pirates won the league. So we are getting the 2025-2026 jersey because it is a souvenir. You keep that because they have won the league. And then we hope when they get a new gear or a new attire, they win the league. Because every now and then we celebrate by buying Pirates a league. So even if you see there is the Kev t-shirt, it's still on and it's still sold. The triplet, you still remember when we Libo Andile Charlie, Libo Owanyisa, we still have that t-shirt as well. So now we've got another one. So I'm speaking about my generation, the millennium generation, the Gen Z. It's your chance now to go buy your to go buy your league shirt. Remember Jay-Z, each and every Gen Z, not Jay-Z, Angmazu Jay-Z, Aksiprayam. So Gen Z, I'm saying you guys must understand that if Pirates win the league, we are buying the league jersey for that particular year. If they won it 2025, 2026, you buy that jersey. If they haven't won anything, you don't buy anything. That's us dedicating our time, our effort, and our culture into Orlando Pirates. That's our culture. Anyway, we know Crook, we've taken that thing. That's why they call us the sea robbers. You know how it is when it is. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. So now, another thing, overseas, PSL, PL, the champions. Who are they? Arsenal. After 21 years, Arsenal finally gets the league. They become champions. They are right to secure the title after hard-fought season, ending with a trophy drought. The Gunners Bafetu showed the resilience this year, showed skills and determination. I'm so say Uvenga, Usevengers. You know Usevengers? I'm sure Jabulile and they are istima sabo, they've redeemed istima sabo, and they are on their virtue now to in God. And worldwide we are understanding. Well done, the Gunners. Well done for your victory. And all of us around, we are glad and we are happy for you. Thank you very much for saving your country. And Orlando Pirates, thank you very much. The country is safe. And we know Kaizer Chiefs is number 3, meaning he's going to play in the Champions League next year. Make sure Gutivele plays in the Champions League because Chiefs has this funny thing of we don't want to play in Africa. It's difficult. We waste money. It has no money. So all the time, Chiefs had an excuse in going to play in Africa. But hopefully this time, Bo Obrigado, Bo Chabalala, they will go out there and have fun in Africa. Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm thinking they are the who champion league winners, because now we are leading whoever that we are leading that team 1-0. So when we get there, obviously I know Sundowns will do the honors, and I know Botebuko Mukoyena, they will do us Bomudau, they will do us solid. I know you are coming back with that African Cup. We are the club African champion. You know very well, Sundowns, you must do us solid because South Africa has the number 1 soccer league. So you understand you are not just playing for Mamelodi Sundowns. You are also playing for South Africa. So make sure you are bringing that trophy back. And today we are all behind you. I'm not an Orlando Pirates fan, Vandaag. I'm a Sundowns supporter. I'm following because I love soccer and I love when we do good, because even Bafana does good. And you know very well, me and Bafana, asihlangani kahle, but siyahlangana somewhere, because obviously I need to support Bafana. But njena nje angibuy scale element, like they still need to grow. Ubonile mos the Pirates yenzeni mos izolo, huh? Abamfuke ngifanele bashamanete indoda, babammanete indoda, nix kuba superstar, nix bayeka ama own goal kube bafowethu. We wouldn't say much, but me and you know, mfana semzini, sometimes the game is rigged. Yeah, vele. You know very well me and you at this particular moment. And me and you understand, if we're going to go into that psychological understanding of the emotional control and mind control of using a particular sport to be able to control a certain particular narrative of a society. These are the particular things you use. And it's sports and soccer, it's worse. You can control a narrative at some particular point. You must see the World Cup. Who wins the World Cup will be controlling the narrative, the players, the coach, the country, its politics, is everything. And if it is constructed, I don't believe you are living in a Truman Show. But if we are living in a Truman Show, whatever episode vandaag that I've dropped, yes, I don't want to be part of it. And I am part of it, but I know the woke ones will be with me. And you know what? Until next time, until we drop it again, until we find ourselves in spaces, and you find me in spaces and I find you in spaces. And another thing, we are still going out to see theater works. And this week, I think at TX today, they had their last show. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. What's the word of your play? Yo. And it is interesting, but I know Mkolisi Masilela is a guy who creates work, and the work outlives him. And I know his work will be seen, and I know it will travel. Please look out for his work. Mkolisi Masilela has got a new production now. It just been staged. I just saw clips and videos, and it looks magical, and the music, I can't wait for it. And we just watched a show, Antigone, at Vets, and we are hoping to be invited by artists who would engage with us in terms of getting an interview, not like an interview, but just share knowledge with us, because we are also finding ourselves in the arts and the politics and the health, anywhere else where we can find our finger on the pulse. We are there. Anything Bafwetu, we know very well that Soweto is also cooking some festivals, and there are people in which they are making work, and they want the work to exist. And I saw an article also lately of people also complaining about performing for chairs at NEF. So I'll still follow on that to understand what's the reason of people performing for chairs at NEF in the national arts festivals such as Makanda, and in the fringe where people, they go there and they try to make money because they've spent money to be down there, and they don't have their return. We will follow that and understand what's what and what's the jigs, what's the chart, what's the story around that. And we will follow soccer, because obviously the World Cup is about to start. Bafana will play their last match of friendly, and then they will move to Mexico, where they will play their first match with Mexico, the host nation. So we are in deep trouble, because those guys are host nations. So imagine they are hosting and we are there. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mataras and me outies, double dolly, the transgenders, the LGBTQ+, this is your General Upolno Kukapatia, the two-strapped men with the medal on top. Vorna, see you next time, Buffet. You keep your finger on the pulse, huh? Keep your finger on the pulse, huh? Naganjani, keep your finger on the pulse.